under 10, under 12 football. They progressively move up. Under 10, under 12 is really your D license. And the C's kind of group play, and the C would be whatever, 12 to 16. If you had to separate what's the target information. You know, and this is why there may be eventually 2 tracks. One youth track. Individuals all over this country may only be interested in being an expert at coaching youth up to 18 and then it cuts off. They maybe should have a different track than running everybody through one track that tries to address all the needs of coaches in America. It's very difficult. So therefore there is a movement to say, let's train youth coaches to give them youth-specific information, practice examples, issues with youth, periodization for youth, etc. And the other track, whatever, maybe should be college, pro, senior men, whatever. DOCs of clubs that have to have a wide range of all the information. So in theory, you can see why they're thinking that. For us right now, we only have one license that tries to address all those needs for all the millions of coaches in America. Not sure any association can tackle that objective. All right? So, the physical demands in a 90-minute match. You know, how far do you run? You know, all this now can be charted literally to the yard. You know, with Prozone and computer analysis as an example, and there's other programs. You know, they can put cameras and they grid the field up and they know how many grids the player covered in a match, and they can right away after the game know exactly how much yards or meters he's run. And they often post that in the European games or, you know, Serie A, different, they'll post when they make a sub how much ground he covered, you know. Yeah. It's amazing. On the spot, real time. And what does that mean? Somebody's coding it right away and they have access to real-time coding of the match.
Cleats are going to do that now.
What's that?
Shoes are going to do that now, cleats.
Well, yeah, there might be.
Adidas has.
Well, they have, one of the teams in England has the ground is set up. They have these cameras that track,
yeah.
and when the players come on, they put these monitors on, and it tracks them, all their movement, how much they work, everything. So the entire science.
Yeah, there's a science there, and when we saw Chelsea come in 2009, and they had Ancelotti, and I told you about the Omega Wave, they have all these fancy machines. Players don't like all these things necessarily. And the poor equipment guy, just like you saw all these lads here with Canada, you know, they go up to the players, you know, here's your heart rate monitor. So he put it on, and I was there, I saw the warming up. And then he come with they also wanted to track, when you don't have the cameras, you can track the ground, the distance covered with GPS tracking. So they got another one they kind of wear like a small backpack. Besides the heart rate monitor, they wear another one here. It's just a thing, and the guy brought it, the poor assistant brought it to Drogba, and the big African forward, he looks at it, I don't wear that.
Yeah.
So he just put it down. And Dave Tenney, who's the fitness coach for the Sounders, you know, they get tired of wearing this stuff. He'd bring in the heart rate monitors in the morning before they go out, and the Swede that played.
Lundberg.
Was it? Lundberg. You know, he literally 9 out of 10 days he left his in the training room. Tenney would go in there and it's on the table or whatever. That this is not by accident. He don't want to wear this stuff. He don't want to be monitored, whatever. Superstar. He thought he was a superstar. That's why they farmed him out of there. He thought he was, hey, I've done enough. I don't need to be tracked and my work rate measured and all that. So, and Drogba didn't care that day to want to have anything else on him. He just went to train. So, you're right, but the realities of team management